So, the F80 A5. Do I think it's the best 7.0 starter jet that's researchable? I do. And I know a lot of people say, the Kika or the SU11. Well, the SU11 is an expensive premium, but not researchable, and the Kika is good, but I've had no problem with them in this jet at all. It seems like this jet seems to be a good all-rounder, and that's the reason I see this as the best 7.0 starter jet. Because for people that are starting jet combat, this thing will outspeed some things, outturn others, and out energy some. And not to mention, in my opinion, I do just think it's the best looking of the 7.0s for the jets. So I actually played this game recently, and instead of putting it in the backlog of footage that I need to get out, I decided to get this out now as it's my first jet upload. But moreover, it's a really exciting and fun game that I had. So starting off here, you'll see that I'm looking behind me, there seems to be a lot of red, and I'm on the tail of this Kika. He does start to turn in. I delay my turn slightly, just making sure nobody is coming in to shoot me down. And this Kika does seem to be a little bit, well, I thought he was going faster than me at the time, but it doesn't look like he was, so I do shoot, just trying to get him to manoeuvre a bit. Unfortunately, none of my shots do hit, but he does go vertical, making himself a little bit slower, meaning that I will get a bit of an easier shot. But he does roll around out my guns very well here. Do get a little bit of a hit there. And just as he does roll under and loop up a bit, I get a critical, which makes his left engine smoke. In the meantime, there is another Kika that comes in there just on the right of the screen, so I decide to break off this one and go for the one. But he seems to have a lot more energy. I don't think he expects me to jump on his 6 here, but he is going faster than me, so spray a few rounds and do get a hit, which causes him to manoeuvre a bit. And I do decide to chase this Kika down whilst the other one is trying to get back on my 6. And as I do, it looks like this A21 here is having a bit of a hard time, but I see that Oregon go vertical, so I take a few shots on him. In the meantime, the first Kika that I originally shot does go down, and the Oregon tries to dodge my shots here, and he does kiss the canvas as well for kill number 2. So I start to chase a Kika that has the smoking left engine from earlier, take a few shots from far, and I do get a hit and manage to set his left engine on fire, so hit that engine again. Do notice that the ME262 here is on my tail, but he doesn't seem to be catching me, and I don't want to turn around to engage him and have the Kika somehow survive and shoot me down, so I decide to help him into the ground for kill number 3. The ME262, I do think he has more speed than me at this point, especially after turning, so I do pull into him, giving him a harder shot, looping up and round, just going a bit vertical so I can get on his 6 as he was going a lot faster than I was. I do take a few shots and I do get a couple of hits, but nothing major. It doesn't do any major damage, and you can see now that I've landed a MiG-9 on my tail. So what I'm looking to do right now is see if the MiG-9's closing in on me, which he's not closing in very fast. So I turn with the ME262 a bit and I just try and get a few long range shots off. And at this moment I realise I've only got 151 rounds of 50 cals left. And in this plane it does have the M2 Browning, so it has the sort of late war 50 cals, which you find on like the P51s. So it doesn't have the M3s yet, but this MiG-9 is relentless and he does want to chase me down. And you can see here I start to pull my nose up a little bit. I'm trying to decide, should I go back to the airfield and get some more ammunition, or should I fight this guy? I can see that the ME262 is nearly 5 kilometers away, but he will close the distance very, very quickly in jets if I do turn around and fight the MiG-9 now. But I decide to fight the MiG-9 anyway, just see me pull my nose up a little bit, just to get a bit more altitude. And I try and take a little bit of a dive to see if I can get a few shots off. But you can see here, I start looking around because I seem to have lost the MiG-9 in the clouds, and now I am over my airfield. I do try and move away from the airfield, but the MiG-9, as I said, he's relentless. He wants to kill, and he's coming in for me. So I decide to pull in towards him so he can't get a shot and take the fight slightly vertical. I do try and move it away from the airfield again, but he's pulling in towards me, so I have no choice but to just go in the vertical once again. And he now has his engine smoking from a AAA fire, unfortunately. But I will take a few shots, and I do get hit. And I'm not too sure what happens here. I think he does J out, but I do get the kill, and that is kill number 4. The ME-262 doesn't come close to the airfield, thankfully, which gives me a little bit of time to land. Looks like he wants to engage my teammate over there. I normally do cut out the landings, but I will show you this landing because I found it quite funny. You see me with my air brakes here and combat flaps out, and my gear comes down, and I realise I'm going far too quick and I'm probably not going to make this landing at all. So put my flaps on landing, try and get as much drag as possible, and I slam on the brakes, and you'll see I'll try and move my rudder around here a little bit until I realise that I need to brake my landing gear so I can stop in time. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty sure my bumhole was twitching the whole time here, and you see just about make it at the end of the airfield there, but I will repair. So we are back in the sky, and you can see we're chasing down this F-84G. In the meantime, whilst landing, the ME-262 did crash, giving me my 5th kill and the ace, but there is still this one guy to take out. And you see I am chasing him here, but he's a lot faster than me and a lot higher. He has the energy advantage by quite a bit, and you can see me typing in the chat here to say that this may take a while. However, he does decide to turn around and try and take a pass on me, so I put my nose down to get a bit of speed and turn inwards, making it a lot harder for him to get a shot on me. Wiggle my wings a bit wrong there and do take a bullet, but nothing serious, not too much damage at all. So I begin to chase him through the clouds, and unfortunately I do lose him in the clouds, and you'll see me just carry on straight, as I presume that's where he will go. And you can see me looking around just in case he has gone vertical, but no, he's straight in front of me, and he does decide to go vertical. I decide not to follow, so I will just continue straight, just to get a little bit of airspeed up, just in case he decides to turn back around and take a dive on me. I'm not too sure what he's going to do right now, but what I will do is put myself in a little bit of a 10-degree climb and hope that it's enough to bait him down to take a few shots at me. I start to think he's going to go after my friendly over there, my auto-generated squad mate, so I'll start to turn in a little bit slow, and then realise that he's decided to take, or to try and make another pass on me. So I watch him clearly, and making sure as soon as he does get in range, I pull in towards him so that he can't manage to get a shot, and I just roll my aircraft round, as I do have a little bit of a tighter turning circle just to slot in on his 6. He's still going a lot faster, so you'll see me pop a few shots off there. I do manage to get quite a few hits, and his engine does start smoking, and at this point he's not going to have more energy than me. He's made a few too many turns and he's got a damaged engine, so I will follow him, and I will not be conservative with my ammo at all. I will shoot as much as I can, as I do have enough left really. You'll see him start to roll around here, and he did play this quite well, I realise at this point, so I zero throttle to make sure that I don't end up in front of his guns, but I'm still getting a little bit too quick. So I take the fight into a vertical, as I do have a bit more energy, and pop the combat flaps out just to try and stay on his tail, just to try and stick on him. And I do want to finish this fight now, because I start to get a bit panicky around these balloons. I do not like them at all. I seem to get attracted to them if I fly around them, but get a critical hit and set his engine on fire. And at this point you can see that I'm getting a bit petrified of these balloons, so I just try and manoeuvre so that he can't get his guns on target if he is able to still fly his plane. But he goes into the ground for kill number 6. That is the ace, and do like, comment and subscribe if you did enjoy this content. But as always, I will show you the rewards. Thank you for watching. And I just want to say thank you to reaching 10 subscribers. I do appreciate it. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Over and out.